Sometimes the most full-flavoured and comforting soups are the most basic soups. So today I'm going to show you a very simple way to make a beautiful potato soup. To start off with, I've got one onion and I'm just going to roughly dice this. We don't want it to be too chunky, but at the same time, we don't have to make it perfect, obviously, because I'm going to puree this afterwards. The key to making that perfect potato soup at home is to keep it really white and luscious. We need to ensure that we don't get too much colour on the vegetables, and of course, we're not using dark vegetables. So just the one onion, and I have one leek here, and I've just used 2/3 of the base of it. All the green leaves I've just taken away. If we add the green leaves, we're going to get sort of a pastel green coloured soup, and I don't want that. I want it to be really white. So I've got a really good heavy base pot here. You know, of course, really good for your stocks or boiling pasta, and really good when you don't want to get too much colour on your veggies to start with. So I need a good glug of extra virgin olive oil at the bottom of the pot. I'm going to turn the stove on now to medium to low, so not too hot, and we'll add the basic vegetables in to start with. So while this is sweating away, I'm going to peel and cut 3 potatoes. So these leeks are lovely and soft now, so we can start adding our peeled potatoes. And we just want to coat them in the leek and onion mixture, along with a good pinch of salt here. So we want about a teaspoon to start with. Again, we'll add some more later on if it needs it. So just coat that. And for the liquid, I have some chicken stock, 800 millilitres of chicken stock. And as I pour this, you'll see it's a light coloured chicken stock. You can just use water, not a problem at all. But this gives it a really good flavour. I'm also adding some milk here. So I have 200 millilitres of milk. And we'll give that a good stir. Just make sure you get all the little bits of leek on the side down into that liquid. And we're going to bring that to the boil and then cover it and just let that cook away, you know, for about half an hour to 45 minutes. You know, you just want to make sure those potatoes are really soft. Also, one more thing, I nearly forgot, a pinch of pepper. Don't use black pepper for this. Again, we're going to keep it really white, so white pepper is ideal for this recipe. So let's check this soup, see if it's cooked. And easiest way is just to get the biggest potato, and if it crumbles, just like that, it's ready to go. So before I start blending that, I'm going to add some extra flavours to the soup. This potato soup, as is just sensational. We're going to take it one step further. I'm going to serve this with beautiful poached eggs and some sage. It works perfectly and it becomes a real meal in itself. So to poach eggs, fresh free-range eggs always work better. I'm going to crack it into a bowl first, and I've got some boiling water here. We'll just make a whirlpool with our spoon. I've added a little bit of vinegar in there, some white vinegar, and that's just going to aid in just holding that whole egg together when it's cooked, so it's that perfect teardrop. All right, in it goes to the centre, and we'll wait 3 minutes. I want that yolk to be gooey because it's going to be part of the soup, so we'll keep an eye on that. While that's happening, let's puree our soup. So I've just got a stick blender here. So it's good to have a big pot like this because it just makes it so much easier and it won't go everywhere. All right, I'll add some cream now. Just add, just a couple of tablespoons. What it does, it just rounds the whole thing out. So another good blend. Yum, and we're ready to go. We'll just get that egg out, and that is cooked to perfection. And we can start plating up. Got a beautiful big bowl here. Just 2 ladlefuls, be generous with this. Look at the colour of it, it's so good. It's creamy, yum. And the egg, be very careful not to break it because you want to do that at the table. So that just sits in the centre there like so. And more flavours that go really well with potatoes, some sage. And I've just dried the sage, washed it, dried the sage, and just put in a little bit of oil so it becomes crispy. It's just got that really, really great flavour. I'm just going to sprinkle them all on the top, and it looks so good too. And last but not least, some nutmeg, fresh nutmeg if you can get that. Just grate that on the top. Look at that. This is a perfect winter soup, and it's a bit of fun. Instead of having just plain soup as is, there's nothing wrong with that, but just adding that little poached egg just makes it a little bit more rich. It makes it luscious. Of course, it's silky. This one is seriously, my favorite soup.